What's going on, everybody? Peace and blessings. It is Wednesday, November 20th. Hope everybody is enjoying their morning. Once again, it's your boy Jay Taylor coming back. Just some thoughts for the mind. Uh, at work now. Was off for a few days. Happy to be back. And as the title says, pay attention to the world news. World War III is we're on the brink of World War III. And I can't help but to come to the conclusion that the Biden Harris administration is behind trying to instigate this war due to the fact that Biden gave Ukraine the green light to use United States issued missiles into the country of Russia, knowing that Russia and Ukraine have been in a proxy war for the past 2 to 3 years. And with that green light that the United States by President Biden has given the green light, Ukraine has actually fired the first missiles at Russia. This is very detrimental, as you know, Biden is on his way out the door. He's a little shy of 2 months left into his presidency before Trump takes office and is inaugurated on January 20th, 2025. To make a rash decision like that at the very end of his presidency speaks volumes. Ukraine and Russia. Ukraine actually, at one point, was a part of Russia, the Soviet Union, USSR. And over time, the Soviet Union split and Ukraine became its own country. So for Russia to be a superpower with nuclear weapons in their possession, we know that Ukraine does not have access to nuclear weapons, but Russia does. So for United States to instigate that, it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight if you're Ukraine. If you're Ukraine, for you to even feel emboldened enough to go up against Russia, um, Russia can only take that one way. That the United States is saying, hey, we got your back. In a war, in a situation that we have no interest in, only to be an instigator, only to be somewhat of a bully. It's like two brothers. They on borders of each other. We all the way over here on the Western Hemisphere. We're not. We're separated from Russia, Ukraine by ocean. Russia and Ukraine are right next to each other, but United States uh, saw fit to set up military bases along the borders of Russia and Ukraine. When Russia said, hey, if you do that, I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my country. Because why would you be having interest to set up military bases along our borders? It's like you're trying to empower Ukraine. Not only that, United States sending trillions of dollars over the years, um, specifically during this Biden-Harris administration, sending trillions of dollars to Ukraine only looks as if, okay, now you're not only building military bases, you're funding them significantly with trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. Now you have given them the green light to bomb Russia. So that puts the president Putin of Russia in a position to where he has to, go to the next step to protect his nation. We don't have anything to do with these two nations. We shouldn't even be involved. We got enough problems here on American soil with illegal immigration, our economy. So for us to play instigator is beyond me. But see, a lot of people have interests, special interests in wars. The Cheneys, the Obamas, the Clintons, allegedly. I'm saying that because it's only right to say allegedly. But these people benefit off the blood of innocent people that will be sent, our children to be sent to fight in these wars if there happens, God forbid, to be a World War III, which we are on the brink of due to these policies that Biden put in place. We have given them the assumption to escalate this war, which other nations have uh, participated by proxy. Iran, Israel, North Korea, all of these other nations are saying, hey, US got Ukraine back. Iran say we got Russia's back. Israel say they got US and the United States back. North Korea got Russia and Iran's back. So this has the potential to spiral into a World War III with other nations that support those nations on this side and that side. We had no right to set up military bases on Ukraine soil to begin with. That was a bully tactic to Russia. See, what if the media, we know the propaganda in the media nationally was to paint Donald Trump in a bad light, what would you think the international media would not have interest to paint Putin in a bad light? Like he's the one that's starting everything. When we see by history that they will use fake news and false narratives and propaganda to paint whoever they want to demonize in the wrong way. So be careful with how the news, the international news, paints other characters. And this is not me taking up for Putin. This is not me saying he's right or he's wrong. With Putin, Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, I would say this. He has a right to do whatever he can do and has to do to protect his nation. It's just like you tell somebody, hey, me and my little brother having a fight. We used to live together. He moved out. He got his own house. Some of his stuff, I believe, is some of my stuff. This don't have nothing to do with you, but somebody, an acquaintance of both brothers, steps in and say, "Well, hey, I'm gonna help this brother out, despite that brother." That's basically what the United States is doing from my vantage point. It's stepping into territory at taxpayers' expenses. Because when you do that, you put the whole nation in jeopardy. You see, these people that benefit off these wars, they're gonna try to send our children, our sons over there to fight in these wars because they ego tripping or power tripping or, you know, trying to find some type of whatever they looking for their own selfish greed. They gonna put other American citizens at risk and citizens of other nations at risk to fight in wars that we don't have any interest in. See how crazy that sounds? But for, once again, Joe Biden to push the button on Russia by proxy through Ukraine is creating all of this rift. When Donald Trump was elected earlier this month to be the next president, Putin and Russia and China and all these nations said, perfect. We're going to go ahead and get with Trump. We're going to try to figure out a peaceful resolve to this war. Putin wants to end the war. He said that. China wants to help end the war. China not in it, but that's another big nation that has a lot of power, worldly power. Most people that have, if you'll find that are involved in this, most of the leaders, they want to end this war. But who? Joe Biden kicked everything, escalated everything with that move he just did the other day. And Ukraine doubled down on it. Now, when you do things like that, you got to look at all the possible situations. Is Zelensky, which is the president of Ukraine, is he just accepting all this money and military weapons, saying that, hey, I'm going to use this against Russia, but in the end, Russia and Ukraine, are they playing the United States? Because they right next to each other, just like Canada is next to United States, just like Mexico is next to United States on our borders of this nation. Russia and Ukraine are separated by border. They could very well be doing a double crossing, and nothing be the double cross but a triple cross. That could be possible. But see, we button our nose in business that has no concern of ours in the potential wake of a World War III. And we're talking about nuclear war. We're talking about something you push a button and the damn half the country gone. We're just a one bad decision away from nuclear war. And you notice nobody's talking about it, especially left-wing media. Why are they so quiet about it? This is serious. I'm just hoping and I'm praying, because I haven't heard Donald Trump address this yet. I'm hoping that, and I'm praying that he's talking with Russia, he's talking with China, he's talking with Ukraine. Hey, I knew this was going to happen. hey, when I get in office, we still gonna squash this war. But it seems that Joe Biden and his administration are doing everything they can to escalate us to World War III. I just pray that there are talks going on behind the scenes because this would be devastating. On the street level, a wise man told me a long time ago, we want to fix this economy, right? We want our nation to be a stronger nation. We want the American dollar to rise back to the top. We want to strengthen our borders as far as illegal immigration. We want to do all these great things, and I think Donald Trump has the ability and the team set in place to do that. But a wise man told me a long time ago, you can't gang bang and get money at the same time. You know why? Because now the block is hot. Now it's just about survival. If nations are trading atomic and nuclear bombs with each other, who cares about the economy? You know what I'm saying? Just like on the streets, if the neighborhood is at war, ain't nobody outside getting no money. If you outside, you on defense. You worried about somebody trying to creep up on you and take you out. So now the block hot. It's a police state. It's heightened warfare. Can't fix the economy while you at war. Matter of fact, all your resources and finances are going to fund the war to sustain your neighborhood, to sustain your nation, to sustain your country. So they put Putin in a position where he has no choice. That's what they're trying to do. We gave them the green light. We gave Ukraine the green light to fire missiles into Russia, and instantaneously, like that, like that, like that, they sent missiles over there from Ukraine to Russia that have United States military written on them. How does that make the Russians feel? And them Russians, they ain't nobody to be played with. History shows that. They not gonna take that lion down. So I'm not gonna be on here long. I just wanted to come on here and basically, for people that don't know how serious this is, because the mainstream media ain't really talking about it. Not so many vloggers are talking about it. But this is extremely serious. And we, one thing that we did do was get everybody involved with this administration, including Kamala Harris, out of the White House making the decisions. Because if she had became president, we would be in World War III. If we're not there already, we would be in there in 2025. She was up there trying to get Zelensky to be a part of NATO in front of the whole world on national television. And Putin told the United States, if you get them a part of NATO, if you do this, if you do that, I have no choice but to get on defense. And we did it anyway, by way of the Biden-Harris administration. So, only thing I can say is, man, I'm praying for peace, not only in America, but worldwide. I'm praying that this will not escalate any further and that God will step in and stop us from going to World War III. Hey, y'all, voices for the voiceless. We love y'all. Peace and blessings. And until we meet again, I'll talk to you soon. Peace.